Okay, let's see, top menu container. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have an H1 with a class of logo. And then we have an image inside that. All right, well, I think I'll go ahead and change things a bit around here. So div class span 3. I'm gonna add a secondary class called logo container. And I'm doing that because I want to add some padding to it. So I'm gonna say padding padding. We should do 3 M's. We should do 3 M's of padding, but we also need to consider the height of the actual logo, which is 29 pixels. In total, we should achieve, you know, a multiple of 21. So this is, you know, a bit tricky. What I think I'm gonna do is go back to Photoshop, yeah, and I already know that the height of this is 29 pixels, and I could easily get it to about 42 pixels, and that means something like this. Let's see, height 38 pixels. Now, actually, I'm gonna copy this, duplicate it in a new image. I'm gonna trim it, and I'm just gonna adjust the size of the canvas to 42. Okay, so now we have a 42 pixel image, but the logo is centered on it. Okay, so I'm just going to export it as logo PNG. All right, so what this means is I can now do this, padding 1.5 M's top and bottom and 0. Yeah, so in total, our total padding will be 1.5 times 2, which is 3 M's, plus another 3 M's from the logo height. It gives us a multiple of 21. So that means we're preserving that baseline grid. Okay, let's see it. Looks pretty good. All right, let's see about this this top add. Index, we have a figure with a class of add block and then float right. So the add block class, let's go ahead and define that. We'll basically just have a shadow around it. So we're gonna say WebKit, or actually let's go ahead and use our parametric mixins that we defined here. So we'll do box shadow and the parameters. Yeah, box shadow. Okay, and we'll do, let's see, 0, 0, we'll do 5 pixels border color. Okay, and that applied a nice kind of shadow around the element, but we do have a problem right here, because we have an image that's, you know, it creates a bit of extra space below it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is target that image, and I'm gonna set display to block. So that gets rid of that extra space. Okay, now we must also position this. We gotta push it down by the same amount we did with the logo. So let's see. Top menu container, background. I think I'll do something different. I'll do a margin bottom of 1.5 ems on the container, and then the logo, I'll just specify a margin bottom of 1.5 ems. Okay, that way both the logo and the ad benefit from the spacing right here. All right. Now we do have an issue, another issue with the height of the banner, right? Because the height is 60, and that's not a multiple of 21, so it kind of breaks the layout a bit in terms of the baseline grid. So a solution to that will be simply to let's see, let's do some math here. Let's do 21. Well, 21 times 3 is 63, yes. So we can do a margin bottom of 3 pixels, and that will place it exactly where it should on the baseline grid. Okay, so let's do that. And let's also give this an additional class of top ad. Okay, so we'll say top ad, margin bottom 3 pixels. Okay, and that's pretty much it, actually. Let's move on to this separator. Okay, now this should be actually in the general styles. So HR, and this is the last thing we'll do in this video. So HR, let's see, we'll do a different style. By default, this has a bigger height and it has several borders. So we'll start by saying border none, and then we'll give it a height of 1 pixel, and we're only setting a single border top 1 pixel, solid, border color. Okay, and it's not working. Why? Oh, sorry, this is not a class. And there it is. All right, perfect. One last thing that we can do is actually lighten it. Oops. Lighten the border color by 20%. Which is way too much. So I'm thinking maybe 5%. My bad. Okay, 5% is pretty good. Okay, so let's see, we did this, the logo, the top nav, the ad, and the separator. And looking at it, one thing actually remains, and that is to center the logo with the ad. Okay, so center the logo with the ad. And that's not hard, actually. That's not hard at all. Duplicate this. Trim it again. Okay. And just set the height of the whole image to 60. And that will match the exact height of the ad, right? And we can go even further. We can do it 63, so it's going to be a multiple of 21. Okay, export logo PNG. Let's have a look. All right, so now it is aligned with the ad. Okay. We still have some margins here that shouldn't be here. Let's see, div class container. Let's see the figure. We have a margin bottom there of 3 pixels. That's good. Okay, span 9, row. Okay. So the HR has some margins that we need to get rid of. Okay. But we also have a couple of margins there. Why? Did we forget? Let's see, this is floated. So this should have a class of clear fix. So top ad. Okay, well, this is very weird indeed. Oh, hello, we have a margin on the H1. Images, anchor tag, H1. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a margin on the header, on the logo container. It's the margin that I put myself. Okay, so that's where the margin was coming from, or the padding. It's the same thing in this context. All right. Well, this is it for this video. In the next one, we'll take care of the main navigation. We'll style it, and we'll begin taking care of the drop-down menus. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.